Namaste children. Hi. Let us discuss 5th lesson in 8th class social studies. Forest using and protecting. In this video, we are going to discuss Forest Right Act 2006. Forest Right Act in 2006. As Andhra Pradesh government under community forest management, Andhra Pradesh government has taken the Podu lands from the tribals. As a result, tribals protested and fighting against this process. This caused non-government agencies to build national campaign for the tribal rights on the forest. Once again, children, I am saying here, under community forest management, Andhra Pradesh government has taken the Podu lands from the tribals. Under community forest management, Andhra Pradesh government has taken the Podu lands from the tribals. As a result, tribal protested and fought against the government. This caused non-government agencies to build a national campaign for the tribal rights on the forest. After a prolonged debate, Parliament passed Forest Right Act in the year 2006. Parliament passed Forest Right Act in the year 2006. For the first time, the government of India accepted injustice occurred for tribal people for 200 years. As a result, tribal lost the traditional rights for forest. Tribal people lost their rights in the forest, their rights on land in the forest. Once again, children, after a prolonged debate, Parliament passed Forest Right Act in the year 2006. For the first time, the government of India accepted injustice occurred for tribal people for 200 years. As a result, tribal people lost the traditional rights over forest. Government recognized the development of forest is impossible without tribals. Government recognized the development of forest is impossible without tribals. What are the three main reasons given by this act for passing new law? What are the three main reasons given by this act for passing new laws? Firstly, to conserve forest, to ensure livelihood, means to provide livelihood for the forest dwellers. Who are called forest dwellers? The people who live in the forest. The people who live in the forest are called forest dwellers. So, to conserve forest, to ensure livelihood for the forest dwellers, means to provide livelihood for the people who live in the forest called forest dwellers, and to provide food security for the forest dwellers, the act passed new law. Firstly, to conserve forest and ensure livelihood and food security for forest dwellers, this act passed a new law. Secondly, forest rights on ancestral land lost by the tribals. Forest right on ancestral land lost by the tribals during colonial rule, that is British rule, or after India got independence. Forest right on ancestral land lost by the tribals during colonial rule, that is British rule, and after India got independence. This resulted historical injustice to the tribals. Okay, due to this reason, the act passed new law. Thirdly, due to construction of dam in the forest, due to mining activity in the forest, due to set up tiger reserves in the forest, long-standing insecurity caused for the tribals. As a result, tribals evicted from the forest. When tribal evicted from the forest, they lost the traditional rights over forest. Due to this reason, this act passed new law. What are the provisions provided by this act? What are the provisions provided by this act? This act provided traditional rights over forest for the tribals. This act provided traditional rights over forest for the tribals. This act provided patta of cultivable lands for the tribals. This act provided patta of cultivable lands for the tribals. What is meant by patta? What is meant by patta? Patta is a document issued by the government in the name of actual owner of cultivable land. Patta is a document issued by the government in the name of actual owner of cultivable land. If this act implemented properly, if this Forest Right Act 2006 implemented properly, then injustice done to tribal peoples for generation can be eradicated. If this Forest Right Act 2006 implemented properly, then we can eradicate injustice done to tribal people over generations. Many people associated in the conservation of forest fear. Many people who are associated in the conservation of forest fear this act may cause deforestation as people try to use the forest for family purpose, that is for domestic purpose and commercial purpose. The same people who are associated in the conservation of forest felt the forest dwellers, just now I said, what is meant by forest dwellers? The people who live in the forest are called forest dwellers. What kind of people live in the forest? Tribals. So forest dwellers are nothing but tribals. On the other hand, many people associated with the conservation of forest felt that forest dwellers or tribals are the real caretaker of the forest in protecting the forest, in regenerating the forest and development of the forest. The people associated in the conservation of forest felt the forest dwellers or tribals are the main protectors of the forest as they save the forest better. As they save the forest better. Once again children, let me explain this topic now. Forest Right Act 2006. Under Community Forest Management, Andhra Pradesh government has taken the poor lands from the tribals. As a result, tribal people protested and fought against the process done by Andhra Pradesh government. This caused non-government agencies, taken by non-government agencies to build the national campaign for the tribal rights on the forest. After a prolonged debate, Parliament passed Forest Right Act 2006. For the first time, the government of India accepted injustice done for the tribal people for 200 years. As a result, tribal people lost the traditional rights over forest. Government recognized development of forest is impossible without tribals. What were the three main reasons given by this act for passing new law? What were the three main reasons given by this act for passing new law? Firstly, to conserve forest, to ensure livelihood for forest dwellers, to provide food security for the forest dwellers, this act passed new law. Secondly, forest rights on ancestral land lost by the tribals during colonial rule, that is British rule, and after India got independence. This caused historical injustice to the tribals. Due to this reason, this act passed new law. Due to construction of dam activity in the forest, mining activity in the forest, due to set up tiger reserves in the forest, it causes long-standing insecurity for the tribals. As a result, tribals are forced to live from the forest. At last, tribal lost their traditional rights over forest. Due to this reason, this Forest Right Act 2006 passed new law. What are the provisions provided by this act? What are the provisions provided by Forest Right Act 2006? What are the provisions provided by Forest Right Act 2006. This act provided forest rights for the tribals. This act provided rights over forest for the tribals. This act provided patta for the cultivatable lands of the tribals. What is meant by patta? It is a document issued by the government in the name of actual owner of cultivatable land. So, this Forest Right Act 2006 provided rights over forest for the tribals. It also gave patta for the cultivatable land of the tribal people. If this Forest Right Act implemented properly, then we can eradicate the injustice done to the tribal people over generation. Many people who are associated in the conservation of forests fear that this act may cause deforestation as people try to use the forest for domestic purpose and commercial purpose. The same people who are associated in the conservation of forests felt the forest dwellers are the main protector of the forest. In other hand, the same people who were associated in the conservation of forest felt forest dwellers were the caretakers of the forest in protecting the forest, in regenerating the forest, in development of the forest. Okay, they felt forest dwellers are the main protectors of the forest as they save the forest very much better. Save trees, save life. Save the forest, save the earth. If you protect the forest, forest will protect us. Children, everyone should take responsibility to increase the forest area by planting the trees in wasteland, in non-cultivable land, in fallow lands, in uncultivable lands to maintain ecological balance. If you protect the forest, forest protects the earth. If you protect the forest, forest protects the environment. If you protect the forest, forest protects the mankind. Children, so far we discussed this topic. I hope you understood this topic very clearly. By that, this lesson is completed. To complete the lesson, we have taken 6 videos. If you want to learn this lesson, then you have to see 6 videos of this lesson. Then only you will understand very much better. Before seeing my videos, please read the topic from the textbook, then you watch my videos so that you will understand very much better. Otherwise, we will discuss this topic in the Zoom session that we clarify those children very clearly. Thank you children for watching my videos. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.